Chelsea and Liverpool doing it all over again in a cup final. This time around it will be the FA Cup final. We do remember back in February that epic Carabao Cup final that went all the way to penalties, and the two sides have not been separated at all this season. In their two Premier League meetings, they have also finished in draws at Stamford Bridge and at Anfield. Let's now welcome in Julien Laurens, Jan Agafiotov and Craig Burley, who will be on our coverage this weekend with Stevie Nicol and Dan Thomas for everything that you need to know about this game and the live game itself on ESPN+. Craig, I want to start with you. You've played in an FA Cup final for Chelsea. What are you thinking about? How are you feeling the night before a game?
Well, as a player, you just can't wait to get out there and play at Wembley, which is the showcase game in English football, for sure. And Chelsea have had a great success in this competition since sort of, mid-90s to the 2000s when the money was pouring in. So it's been a very good competition for several Chelsea coaches. And they're a strong side. I mean, they haven't had a strong season domestically since the turn of the year. It's the title challenge fell away. But if the bumps and bruises are not too bad, Chelsea are a strong side. And you mentioned it, Kay. The head-to-head between these sides recently is very, very close. Yes, Liverpool are the favourites, and rightly so. But I think the absence of Fabinho just moves the needle a little bit closer to 50-50 because he's such a big player for them.
Jules, how important is this to both teams?
Well, it's very important, but for different reasons. I think for Thomas Tuchel, it's about saving the season. Really, of course, they will tell you they already have two trophies, the European Super Cup and the Club World Cup, which is great. But still, it's been a bit underwhelming in the Champions League. It's been underwhelming in the league as well, where we expected them to be closer to City and Liverpool, certainly to compete for the title a bit more. And then obviously that defeat in the League Cup final that we've just seen. So in a way, saving the season. For Liverpool, you're in a different mindset. The difference is you're going for trophies, more trophies. You've got one in the bag, you've got this final, you've got another final, obviously, in the Champions League at the end of the month. And there's still the Premier League where, okay, you will need City to slip up and make a mistake, but you still can win it now, and you can still win all four trophies. So very important for both, but for different reasons.
Jan, who do you think it's more important for?
Well, the funny thing is, the drama around it as well with the two managers. I mean, Thomas Tuchel replacing Klopp in Mainz, replacing him in Dortmund, and then came after him to England after he had to jump into Paris for a while as well. But don't you ever call Thomas Tuchel for little brother. He doesn't like that comparison thing about him and Klopp. So I think that will be important for Tuchel. But I mean, I speak to a lot of football fans on Twitter and social media, people I meet, and they're all not Liverpool fans. They will just say, yeah, well, Liverpool will only end up winning a League Cup after talking about this quadruple all the time. But I'm looking forward to a fantastic football game. I was there at the League Cup final. There was drama. It was an amazing, entertaining game that was blue and then was back to red dominance on the pitch. It was a fantastic final, and I expect the same thing tomorrow. As we saw on the results, that there's not a lot between them when they play each other. So I think we were up for a classic here.
What do you think, Ale, when it comes to both teams, who needs it more?
I would assume that it's going to be Chelsea, simply because of the reasons that Jules just gave. It could be something portrayed as a season-saving result or season-saving win, something that you can hang your hat on and say, you know what, things didn't go our way in Champions League. Things didn't go our way during the domestic season, what Craig just alluded to. But we have this. We're going to lift this trophy, and then this sets us up for the future. And now we're optimistic because with the new ownership coming in, we have things sorted out and organized, and we're going in the right path, in the right direction. Obviously, it's easier to build once you have a plan in place in terms of the ownership, but it's also easier to build when you're feeling a whole lot better about yourself. How do you feel a whole lot better about yourself? Winning FA Cup. I think this is more important for Chelsea than it would be for Liverpool.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.